Hi everyone, and welcome to the Kingdom Hearts Union Deep Dive stream. I'm your host Brandon. It's just me today, and we're gonna do a gummy ship. We're going to Aladdin. There, that should be a good intro.
Bring it on.
So I have an interesting anecdote about this level. I mean, it's not directly related to the level, but it's more related to what you're hearing in the background. And that's this this music here. So back in 2006, I want to say it was July 12th, 2006, I had my first ever professional interview. I interviewed Yoko Shimomura, the composer for this game series, and one of the questions I actually asked her at that time was with regards to this song, which I think is Crazy Highway. I forget the name of the song, but you know, because at the time I knew it because Kingdom Hearts 2 was still pretty recent. So during that interview, what I had asked her was, so in Kingdom Hearts 2, there's that song, that highway song, that's, you know, a rock song. That's the first rock song we've ever had in a Kingdom Hearts game. Do you think you'd ever do a rock song again in a Kingdom Hearts game? And she was just like, well, if Nomura asked for it, yeah. And that kind of like summarizes pretty much that entire interview. Was I kept asking questions that the answer was, well, yeah, if Nomura asks for it, of course I'll do that. But if he doesn't ask for it, I won't do it. And yeah, that just led me to understand that I guess their relationship is that she doesn't really have as much creative freedom as you might think. Like, at the end of the day, Nomura is the director, he is the visionary of Kingdom Hearts, so she doesn't really get to say what kind of song goes in the game, or what kind of songs go where. You know, Nomura always has a particular idea, which makes sense. Like, music is a big part of storytelling, and if, like, one of the main things he does is tell stories... Oh, please don't die. If one of the main things he does is tell stories, you know, as a director, like, you know, that sort of thing's important. And I died. Let's try that again. Maybe I should use a different gummy ship. Oh, do a bell. Literally do a barrel roll. Okay, you got it. You got it, guys. So yeah, for the two or whoever people there, yeah, that was my little anecdote about this song. Just that Nomura wanted it in Kingdom Hearts 2 and asked Yoko Shimomura to make a rock song. So, she did. So if you ever wonder, will there ever be another rock song in Kingdom Hearts, or will there be one in Kingdom Hearts 3? Well, the question you should ask is, does Nomura want that? And the other question you should ask is, does anybody know what Nomura thinks? If you do, please tell me. So yeah, I guess another interesting thing that I like about this area is the on the highway, there's this really good-looking motion blur going on, and my guess. I've never actually like done anything like Boundary Break. I kind of wish Boundary Break would have gone here in their little Kingdom Hearts 2 episode. But my understanding is that motion blur is faked by making the texture itself that's on the highway blurry. So there's not actually a motion blur effect going on. The texture on the ground is blurred, and that's why it looks blurry, and then it just moves really fast. So all of that should, you know, help sell that effect. Alright. I guess this is, one of the more bullet hell parts of the Gummy Ship. Oh man, oh man. I hate those bombs. Alright, if I die here, I'm gonna change gummy ships. Sounds like a plan. Alright, we're changing gummy ships. We're changing gummy ships for sure. Okay, I guess we're not. I pressed the wrong button. It's okay. That's the nice thing about these early morning streams. No one's watching, so it's all good. You know, the choice motto of our Kingdom Hearts 1 stream was girls are watching. But now girls aren't watching. So that just, you know, everything's all good. Don't have to worry. I can be as lame as I want. I'm kind of thinking like whoever actually is able to watch this, you know, if you are in the Western Hemisphere, it's probably your day off. Probably chilling. You're not here looking for somebody talented. Which, by the way, if you're joining us and you're not used to the Kingdom Hearts Union Deep Dive stream, I know we have literally nobody on here, but yeah, for some reason, you know, our Twitch stream is definitely nowhere near as big as our podcast, but I'm hoping if we keep doing it, eventually more people will join. Like, you know, repeatedly live streaming. The main issue with our live stream is that we haven't been consistent. And that's been partially because I moved to Japan and then didn't have good internet for a while. So hopefully we can improve on that. Stream more. But yeah, if you are a fan of the Kingdom Hearts Union Deep Dive stream, please let other people know. Send them the link. Twitch.tv/KHUnion. Alright. We're doing things. I think we're in a slightly better spot than before. Very slightly better. Oh yeah. We're doing alright. That'll show you. Oh, well, I guess the way I tend to do Donald's voice is like it's about as good as it's gonna get. I actually tried, like, in between streams of the Chain of Memories and this one, I tried practicing Donald more and using YouTube tutorials, but just it's really hard. Alright, let's go to Aladdin. So yeah, the story of Aladdin in Kingdom Hearts 2 does closely follow after the movie Return of Jafar. So if you guys have seen that, you'll see a lot of similarities. All right, let's go.
Gosh, I wonder how Aladdin and Jasmine are doing.
Hey, maybe Riku's with them.
Yeah, I am the king.
Keep dreaming, you two.
Come on, Donald, you were thinking the same thing.
No, I wasn't.
Uh-oh, it's a Yago.
Wait, you got me all wrong!
You're young, all right.
No, I mean, it's not the old me. I turned over a new feather. I'm legit. No more scams. Promise.
That's your new scam.
You gotta believe me.
So, let's go.
I was stuck inside that lamp with Jafar, remember? But I finally
So, free as a bird, huh?
Have fun.
Gosh, fellers, he looks pretty sad.
I want to apologize to Aladdin and Jasmine. Could you guys maybe put in a good word for me?
Sure. We can do that, can't we?
Watch out!
Alright, in typical Aladdin fashion, just like in Kingdom Hearts 1, you gotta start off with a battle. It gets straight into gameplay. I love that. Oh yeah. I'm really feeling these bandit Heartless colors, but they definitely do not look like what you'd expect from an Arabian area. Very neon, but I do like it. So yeah, this is definitely a new look for Agrabah. Kingdom Hearts 1's Agrabah is very different in layout. Kind of goes to show that, yeah, Kingdom Hearts, much like, you know, games like, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto, for example, they do not take play so seriously.
Where are they all coming from?
Ah! 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 Hello! Woo! Woo! Ah!
This way!
Oh, we'd have been goners if Iago hadn't helped us. Ain't that right, fellas? I guess we owe you one. Perfect! But you'll have to win over Aladdin and Jasmine yourself. Be on your best behavior, got it? Yeah, I got it! Where is Aladdin anyway? I bet you he's at the palace. Then let's go. There's my Gilbert Gottfried. Not gonna be winning any awards with that one. Alright, everything's going good. Let's see if there's any items I should be buying. Just like things that give you various resistances. I guess that might be useful. I'll buy 2. And I'll just place them where I will. Alright, Sora gets 1. Alright, who gets the other? Oh my god, poor Goofy. You're Goofy. Yeah, I guess, yeah, Donald's already got something. Maybe they should switch. Because Goofy's more on the defense side anyway, and this gives him defense up. Donald, you can have the elephant bandana. Oh, the Aegis chain, which gives him defense 2. Oh, maybe it was better the other way. Okay, whatever. Not changing. Oh, hello, Lion Tamer. What's up? Good to see we got a regular joining us. Because, yeah, this is going to be interesting. You know, this is partially testing out this time slot, and partially I've got no other choice because I had work today. I'm kind of hoping that maybe, just maybe, somehow we'll like break in and find like maybe a new audience of a bunch of people that this time is good for. Because if that's the case, then I can stream like pretty much any day. Not like any day, but like I can, like, if I could stream at this time, like, I could stream very, very frequently. Because this is my after work time. I mean, it's nighttime now, so it's, like, it's a little bit late for me, but if I could find an audience that this is good for, the Kingdom Hearts Union Deep Dive stream could be, at the very, very least, a weekly thing. I guess at most, like, maybe, like, 3 times a week. Maybe 4 times a week. I don't know what we would play, because, like, at some point you just run out of Kingdom Hearts games, but I would definitely strive to, of course, play Kingdom Hearts as the base. Maybe we could, like, you know, if we ever got into a groove where we could just, like, constantly be playing games, I think I would probably add, I mean, not to bite off of Final Fantasy Union, but maybe add in some Final Fantasies into the mix, because, I mean, you know, we could add them in the sense that we're playing them for the purposes of understanding Kingdom Hearts better, maybe. But yeah, I don't know how valuable that is, because lately Final Fantasy has been less and less important for Kingdom Hearts as time has gone on. Yep. So basically, right this second, this is like the perfect time to collect all the chests in this area because there's no Heartless. Let's see about going to the palace. See Jasmine.
Jasmine!
Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Your Majesty.
I never had the chance to thank you for before. You helped Aladdin defeat that awful Jafar and save Agrabah.
All in a day's work. But, it looks like the Heartless are up to no good again. Is there any way we can help you out?
I think we're all right for now.
And you always got Aladdin.
He hasn't been himself lately.
Huh? Is it because of the hotness?
I'm not sure. Usually, he's the same cheerful Aladdin. But sometimes, he just seems sad. He leaves the palace and goes off by himself all the time. I've asked him about it, but he says nothing's wrong. He's gone again today. What if he doesn't come back this time?
Hey, maybe he's got a secret girlfriend. I know. I'll go find out who she is.
Iago! Quick, Sora! Catch him! And I'll warn the guards and everyone in the palace.
That's the thing. Iago's not... Nice move.
Maybe it's something you said. Gee, maybe we should go talk to Aladdin. He's got to be somewhere in town, right?
Good idea. I wonder what he's been doing.
Stop, thief! Hi, Sora. Come back here! If you can't control that furball, put a leash on him. Look, I'm sorry. You should be ashamed of yourself, Abu. No hard feelings? Abu? Hey guys, sorry about earlier. I was kinda in a hurry.
What happened?
You know Abu, he couldn't keep his paws off that lamp. No talking your way out of this one.
I guess you can't be that down in the dumps, huh? Who said I was? Princess Jasmine. She's worried 'cause you're always in town. No way! Still, I guess there's no fooling Jasmine, huh? See, Genie and Carpet took off to see the world. It's what Genie always wanted. So, I wished him the best and all, but... You miss him? Man, things must be really quiet with the Genie gone. Yeah, that's why I come here. The action, the people. The action, the people. As we look at absolutely nothing. There's always something going on. I mean, come on. I met you guys here today, right? This place is full of surprises. Sora? Iago! Oh, right. He wants to apologize for all the trouble he caused. Oh, does he? Gosh, he says he's so sorry. He's shaking.
That lamp!
What about it?
It was the lamp! You know, the one with Jafar in it!
Come on. There's like a million like it.
Hey, I was locked in that thing for months! There's no way I'd mistake it!
Then we better go and talk to that peddler. Right behind you. Alright, so let's go talk to that peddler. Alright, so I always thought it was kind of interesting they included the peddler in this, because there was always this theory, well, kind of a fan theory for Aladdin, that the peddler is actually Genie after Aladdin is over, because basically, so you have Genie, right, and you know Aladdin wishes him free, and then he goes off, and yeah, for a long time people have been speculating that that peddler is a human form of the Genie, or at least that's the form he took so he could, like, you know, live in peace or whatever. Some of the reasons for that is that, you know, he's telling the story of Aladdin, so clearly he knows enough about him to tell a story about him. And then, in addition to that, he's also voiced by Robin Williams, same as the Genie. And actually has a very similar character traits as, you know, having a really good sense of humor and, you know, being based off of Robin Williams' improv. I mean, obviously, like, it could just be nothing. But that was just an idea that a lot of people had. But in this case, like, both the peddler and the Genie do eventually exist in this world, so I guess in the context of Kingdom Hearts, he's definitely not the Genie. Is there any way we could buy that lamp from you? Of course there is. That is, if you can afford it. No worries. Donald! Huh? Might I be able to interest you in another fine lamp? No, that's the one we need. Ah, well, perhaps I can be persuaded. If you bring me a treasure that's beyond even my imagination. Something, say, fit for a sultan? Treasure? Oh, that could be tricky. But it's not mine to take, and I can't ask. I don't want to worry Jasmine or the Sultan.
Hey, I know! What about the treasure in the Cave of Wonders?
Alright, Iago, you lead the way. After we get the treasure. And after we get the treasure, I might even believe your apology.
You can count on me.
Alrighty, let's get going. So yeah, between streams, I was grinding. You know, we're at level 30. And in addition to that, all the drives, I got both, well, all 2 of the drives leveled as far as they could go, which I think at this point is level 3. And I also leveled up the summon as far as it could go. The summon being Chicken Little. But the nice thing about summons is they all share a collective level together. It's just called summon level. And summons aren't that important right now, but they will be late game. Yeah, summons are just generally a good idea when you're playing in critical mode. Yeah, I don't know about any of you guys watching, but like for me, when I first played through Kingdom Hearts, like or Kingdom Hearts 2, I probably never used any of the summons. I think most people didn't. I know Churro didn't. And it's only since the, you know, the rise of speedrunning and people finding out how useful they are that I started using them. Alright, so here we are outside the palace gates. So yeah, like I was alluding to before, Agrabah is definitely one of those areas that changed a lot since Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, it straight up just doesn't match with the original Kingdom Hearts 1 layout. And I guess this kind of ties into what Nomura was saying in interviews pre-release of Kingdom Hearts 1, where he was like, even though you're going to places that you've been before, like, we're remodeling everything. So, apparently, there really weren't any models that they brought over from Kingdom Hearts 1, but that's not 100% true, because there are a few that they did. Alright, let's go.
This is it.
Alright, so here's the Cave of Wonders entrance. I mean, it's gotta be similar, at the very least, very similar to the original Kingdom Hearts 1, but I can tell you that, like, these rock formations around it are completely different. I could see them having, like, just re-imported the lion head, or the is it a tiger? Yeah, it's a tiger head. I could have seen them import this from Kingdom Hearts 1. But in terms of lighting, it's using the Kingdom Hearts 2 lighting model. The way they have, you know, you can see it on the teeth. Like, it's definitely a lot more detailed than what Kingdom Hearts 1 would have been. And my favorite thing about this particular room, I'll get to it in a second, but it's the fact that you can see Agrabah all the way from here, and it just looks so cool. Just everything over here looks so cool. You can like see Agrabah way over there. And it kind of gives you like at least a little bit of an explanation of how the Cave of Wonders area works and why it looks so dark all the time. So if you like leave, you can see off in the distance that the Cave of Wonders area is like shrouded in like these dark clouds, and they're just constantly there. I guess you could say they're like mystical magic. And then you can see it here. And yeah, they make Aladdin make sense. This doesn't have to always be at night, so like even during the day, they've sort of rationalized why this works. I just love also the way the clouds move. Just this whole area just looks so gorgeous. Also, something I want to talk about with relation to lighting in Kingdom Hearts, and this is true also in Kingdom Hearts 1, is that unlike in modern games where there's real lighting going on, the way they handle lighting here is that there's these things called like lighting volumes. They're basically like invisible 3D models that we can't see, and basically for lighting, they have the ability to dictate a certain color to be the lighting of that would affect the characters. So right now there's obviously some sort of a dark color on the characters now in the current lighting volume that we're in, and that's to make them blend in a little bit better. But as we get closer to this, you can see that it like changed a little bit already, and then it should also change maybe one more time as we get closer. Yeah, so as we get like right up against the mouth, they put another lighting volume here and then made the ambient color red. So you can see that it happens like it's an instant change, and that's because you enter and exit the volume. So that's just one of the like downsides of doing things based on volumes, is that you're either in it or you're not. So there's no, they didn't have a way to handle like in between things. Like you could just put more volumes, like you have infinitely many volumes, and it would like, but it would still be like jumping in between. But in Final Fantasy 15, the way they handle this, they also have a similar setup for different lighting areas. Basically, in Final Fantasy 15, when you enter and exit a lighting volume, there is like a timed, what we call a lerp, a linear interpolation. So basically, anytime you enter a new volume, it doesn't instantly take the settings of that volume. It will like over the course of maybe maybe like half a second, it'll smoothly blend into that color. And that was something they added in Final Fantasy 15, and theoretically that would be possible here as well. Like there's nothing that would stop them from doing a lerp. It just might have just been, you know, something they didn't have time to do at the time. All right, let's go in. Hey, C. Willis, what's up? Good to see you here. I was saying before, like, if we could get, like, if we could somehow get a bunch of people that this time is okay for, I would be so happy. Because if that's the case, then I can stream, like, all the time, pretty much. Because this is, honestly, a way better time than the time that I have been streaming this at. Yeah, the only reason I've been streaming at the later time for the Western Hemisphere before is because the previous deep dive streams were at that time, and I figure like most of our fan base is in the Western Hemisphere. I mean, particularly in North America, at least based on our podcast statistics, that seems to be the case. But if we could get like a big fan base in like in Europe and Australia and maybe Southeast Asia, then that would be so awesome. Wouldn't it be funny if we just like suddenly hit it big in Malaysia for some reason? That would be very convenient for me. Then I would just stream all the time. And I was thinking, like, you know, if I was streaming all the time, obviously, like, you know, I would do my best to, you know, constantly be playing at least a Kingdom Hearts game, but I was thinking that if we could get to the point where I could stream regularly, then I might even add, like, other kinds of games. Like, I was thinking the first most logical game to add to this channel would probably be a Final Fantasy of some sort. Not obviously not, you know, not trying to get in the way of what Final Fantasy Union does, but I mean, Final Fantasy relates to Kingdom Hearts too. Yeah, everyone in Europe would definitely be a lot to ask. But I mean, yeah, C. Willis, aren't you in London? Isn't that or in the UK? I'm sorry, I live in Japan now, so like every time anyone references the UK, they always say rondon, rondon. Well, I guess they also say igirisu, which would mean the UK. There's a floating jewel. Like, I gotta imagine, like, it'd be kind of okay maybe for France, but again, everybody works at this time. Maybe it'd be good for Russia. Can we get some Russian people? It looks like something might fit in the pedestal hole. I guess I had the cutscene thing on all this time. My bad. All right, so what I was trying to do, I got a new button, and it's really nifty, and I wanted to read this out in a cool voice. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if is it working? Oh, wrong button.
Victor of the trial, you possess great strength.
There we go. So I got the voice changer back, and it makes me feel great. All right, let's go inside.
There, that one should do it.
Oh boy, it's perfect. That gas to the lab, yes.
Sure looks valuable.
Great. Now let's go get that lamp. We gotta keep Jafar bottled up, or he's gonna destroy Agrabah. Hey! Snap out of it, Donald!
Why does this always happen?
There's Pete going up to his old tricks again. Alright, so let's knock these guys out. This actually would have been a great place to level up Wisdom Form, but already did that as much as I can for the moment. You know, I keep forgetting just how many Heartless they introduced in Kingdom Hearts 2. There's just so many new ones. Gotta hand it to the Kingdom Hearts team at the time. Alright, nice. Alright, nice. Maybe another Fantasia. That would be good at this point. Alrighty.
Let's go.
Hello?
Stop your whining and hand it over!
Oh no, I'm trading it for treasure. This lamp is going to bring me riches.
Oh, no, you don't know! Get back here, you little...
Alrighty, let's help the peddler. So, a point that I brought up in prior live streams that I'd like to address again, that I guess relates to Kingdom Hearts 2 as a whole. I guess this will be an ongoing question as we go throughout each of these Disney worlds, is so going based off of the story so far in Aladdin, in Kingdom Hearts 2, what relevance does this have to Sora, Donald, and Goofy in their own personal life and character growth and all of that? Does this scenario have any effect at all to them? And I would argue no. And I think, you know, as I've said in prior streams, I think this is why a lot of people feel that the Disney worlds in Kingdom Hearts 2 and perhaps even onward really don't mesh too well and feel like filler. And I think that this particular issue might be maybe not the root cause, but it's definitely a very large contributing factor. I would say the other contributing factor that would also be fairly large is the fact that none of the Disney villains within their own world really have any effect on the plot at large. In Kingdom Hearts 1, all the Disney villains, you know, they had this sort of syndicate going on with Maleficent. But all those duties have been relegated to Pete and Maleficent, and in this game, mostly Pete. And usually Pete's, I don't know, the way they set up Pete is it feels like he's kind of a nincompoop, and he's not really effective at his job. So throughout the game, you're kind of taught not to take Pete seriously. And by being taught to not take Pete seriously, you don't feel that there's a serious threat in any of these worlds. And therefore, it sort of makes the journey feel a little bit less important or impactful. Yeah, we're just going around, yeah, like you said, we're just going around fixing Disney characters' problems. We're just really errand boys, as it were. Which, I mean, fair enough, like, that's kind of what Yen Sid was going on about at the beginning of the game. He, like, sort of, like, set it up as such that we're going to these Disney worlds, you know, as a reminder, because apparently this plot point doesn't really get hammered in so well as in Kingdom Hearts 1. So in Kingdom Hearts 1, the driving plot for Sora, Donald, and Goofy, the main one, obviously, is Sora wants to find his friends, Donald and Goofy want to find the king, so that's why they're exploring. So there's a reason for Sora to explore the worlds, there's a reason for Donald and Goofy to explore the worlds, and the beginning worlds of Kingdom Hearts 1 establish why should Sora, Donald, and Goofy work together. That was sort of like the first few worlds of Kingdom Hearts 1, establishing that relationship. In Kingdom Hearts 2, it's just like, alright, want to go on another adventure? They say this in Twilight Town. Want to go on another adventure? And they're like, yeah, Dulcor, did you have to ask? Like, no, but if you could continually, like, solidify that fact, that would be nice. Because I think, especially in this game, it's easy to forget why they're together and why they're doing the things they are together. So yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 2, the main thing that Yen Sid is saying is that apparently Organization 13, which we haven't really seen too much of in the game yet so far, we've mostly just been seeing Pete, and Yen Sid didn't say anything about Pete. I guess Yen Sid also does not see him as a threat. But yeah, the main thrust of it is that Organization 13 is going around the worlds and, like, setting up dark pathways. Because, like, at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, all the worlds were divided, but now Organization 13 is, like, setting up these backdoors so they can interfere in the worlds, kind of like they set up backdoors to enter the Twilight Town simulation. So our job is to go through all the worlds and, like, stop them, I guess? That's what he said, kind of. Stop them, and then also create pathways that we can use as we move through the realm of light. And that he also said that, you know, once there's a light emanating from your Keyblade, that is the point to go back and go into the gummy ship and, like, I guess go off to another world. That's the explanation of Kingdom Hearts 2, and I think, you know, also from a structural standpoint, that explanation is a mouthful. And I think that's another problem with, like, the core plot of Kingdom Hearts 2, is that it takes too much to explain the basic thing that you're supposed to be doing. In Kingdom Hearts 1, it's just find your friends. And if you want to be a little bit more specific, Sora wants to find his friends, Donald and Goofy want to find their king, so they work together. boom, done. That's all you need to understand the basic plot. You know, it works as an elevator pitch. Kingdom Hearts 2. There's this evil syndicate based off of people that, you know, don't have hearts, and they're trying to get their own heart, and we need to go around the worlds and stop them by locking them, but also creating pathways so we can go to other worlds. Oh yeah, and we fixed the Disney characters' problems along the way. Not so easy to explain.
Thank you.
It's mine!
Lamphog?
Go away!
Gotcha!
Not fair!
I win! Huh? Oh!
Nice one, Iago.
Way to go!
Don't drop it!
Look, behind you!
Nice try, Bird Brain. Just wait till Jafar's free. He's gonna make one beauty of a Heartless.
I'm home! Al! It's been eons! Al, you princely little muffin, you! Cosmic travel can get so lonely without a friend. To think I left you forlorn and genieless! Oh, the humanity!
Genie?
Hey, Al, have you been putting on weight? Oh, of course, what am I saying? You're living at the palace now! Aladdin! Jasmine! I can just picture it. Wait, tell me, am I being a pest? Just a big blue pest? Oh, who cares, Al? I'm just so glad to see you!
Genie!
I'll teach you to make a fool out of me!
Oh! Oh!
Oh! Time for Plan B. I'm finishing you mugs off right now!
All right, here we go. I remember in testing these particular Heartless can be somewhat challenging. But I remember in my first playthrough they were really easy, but well, I mean, in my first playthrough I probably played on proud mode, and this is obviously critical. So yeah, Seawillis asks, do you think this is a result of like a sequel syndrome? Yes, I would say this is definitely a lot of the issues that I'm bringing up are kind of typical sequel-itis. So something that happens with sequels, not just in games, but just in any medium, is that, you know, the first property, we'll say, you know, in this case Kingdom Hearts 1, you know, there's not a lot of faith in it, because it's not an established series yet, and, you know, it's not a proven idea. So it's got a lower budget. There's limitations there. So they have to work to make sure that it's, you know, it's easily digestible and understandable, and they probably have a lot less freedom. There's a lot more oversight there. I'll get into more of it after this cutscene, of course.
You mess with me for the last time. I'm gonna get you yet.
Yeah! All right! Hey.
I promise you won't regret giving me another chance. Honest.
Princess Jasmine. You sure you want that pigeon in the coop? Oh, I think Iago's shown that he means well. Sure. You're probably right. And how much trouble could one little noisy bird be? You just might have a point, kid. What happens next, Sora? Well, it was great seeing you and all, but we still need to find Riku and the king. I guess we'll be moving on. I hope you find them. Me too. He ran off toward town looking for Abu. But he should be back by now. Al can't miss Sora's big farewell party. I'll have him back in a jiffy. Hey, I'm assuming that's what he would say.
Abu! Catch him! He must have secretly stolen it from the Cave of Wonders.
I guess some things are just hard to resist.
I guess it got stuck. What?
Sora, what is it?
I think it's time for us to go.
Will you be back?
We will. I promise.
Maybe waiting isn't good enough.
My thoughts exactly. If you have a dream, don't wait. Act. One of life's little rules. Got it memorized?
Who are you?
Axel. I happen to be an acquaintance of Sora's. Why don't we go see him?
Sora?
Row, row! Row, 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 row! Row, 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 row! Row, row! Row, row! Row, row! Row, row, row!
We've got something in common, Kyrie. You and I both miss someone we care about. Hey, I feel like we're friends already.
You're not acting very friendly. Hey, what is this place?
You okay?
What? You and that dog came flying out of a hole in the wall. You nearly gave us heart attacks.
All right, big story things happening.
Twilight Town! Yep, I can see it. It's back again.
I could go there. Something's telling me I shouldn't. Yeah, it's a little high level. Maybe we'll go later. Let's do this one. Broken Highway. Hopefully things go smoother on this broken highway than they did on the other highway. Yeah, they don't really address it in Kingdom Hearts 2. I think they do in Dream Drop Distance, but the nobodies are supposed to have a heart. So how can they care about anything? So yeah, in Dream Drop Distance they reveal that oh, by the way, spoilers. They reveal that nobodies effectively after like kind of a short while they just regrow a heart. I guess they're inferring that it would be a new heart than
Let's go.
What they started with or something. But they grow a heart. Yeah, this I specifically remember they find a burgeoning replacement. It's like the first time I ever heard the word burgeoning. Oh jeez, gotta love the localization sometimes. So yeah, but actually the first time it's hinted that they might have hearts is in this game, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, in a Final Mix specific cutscene. We'll see it later, but Roxas is talking to Axel, and they're sort of like, maybe we do have hearts. I don't even know. It's like I could swear I actually do feel this stuff. Like it hurts to say bye to you. Like, stuff like that. So yeah, trying to get back to sequel stuff. So yeah, basically in video game sequels, yeah, teams tend to get larger, and you got less oversight from the people above you, theoretically, more freedom. And something that is always surprises me is how the creative people that are behind the things that you love, they do not love their creations the same way you do, or for the same reasons you do. And sometimes the thing you love about the creation was something that was like kind of a second thought, like not their original intention, and maybe something they had added like because they had to, or someone told them to, or maybe it was like their like their plan B because the thing they really wanted to do was too expensive. You know, a good example of this is Star Wars. George Lucas does not love Star Wars for the reasons that Star Wars fans love Star Wars. And that's why there's always been like such a disconnect between the Star Wars movies that he made after Star Wars became famous and the Star Wars he created before it was famous, when he was like more under the thumb of 20th Century Fox. And I think, you know, that sort of comes into play in a little bit here. I wouldn't say 100%, but like to some extent, yeah. Like the reason Tetsuya Nomura likes Kingdom Hearts 2 is going to be very different than what a fan's going to like out of it, because, you know, at the very least, you know, the target fan base are younger people, and Tetsuya Nomura is an adult, and he was always an adult when Kingdom Hearts was in production. So, you know, an adult's gonna find a different thing to like about something than a kid does. I'll also point out that in terms of writing, the writing staff did change a bit going from Kingdom Hearts 1 to Kingdom Hearts 2, and part of it was that it actually expanded. And that's because, you know, Kingdom Hearts in volume is a much larger script than Kingdom Hearts 1 is. Let's go to Halloween Town. Enjoy some cutscenes again.